The Prime Minister a short while back spoke at the UN General Assembly after a gap of 2 years. The speech was along expected lines, with the Prime Minister making the pitch yet again for India's place in the UN Security Council. The pitch received by a round of applause at the General Assembly.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh spoke here at the UN General Assembly after a gap of 3 years. His speech was along expected lines in terms of its tone and tenor, be it in the threat of terrorism and the need for global cooperation against terrorism, to the global threats to the economy worldwide, including the threat of inflation. At the same time, he made a very resounding case for India's permanent seat on the UN Security Council. When he spoke about UN reform, he received a brief but resounding applause.
The United Nations and its principal organs, the General Assembly and the Security Council, must be revitalized and reformed. The reform and expansion of the Security Council are essential if it is to reflect contemporary realities.
In a speech that was along expected lines, fighting terror was the second big issue in the Prime Minister's speech.
Terrorism continues to rear its ugly head and take a grievous toll of innocent lives. New threats to international security have emerged.
As the government faces trouble at several nuclear project sites, the Prime Minister also mentioned it as he spoke before the gathering.
Our plans for utilizing nuclear power to meet our energy needs hinge upon full satisfaction about the safety of nuclear energy. We have undertaken a thorough review of the safety of our nuclear plants.
India comes out very strongly in support of Palestinian statehood, even as the United States has been in opposition to the idea and has called the move a unilateral bid. At the United Nations in New York, Natasha Srani for Times Now.